Hello, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. TechTrader.com. It's Thursday, the 29th September, 9/29/22, and markets had a very tough day. As you can see, only at the end of the day did I have a slight bounce, but really more of a technical bounce. We've been in a dramatic downtrend since the middle of August. It's now 6 weeks into it. The NASDAQ 100 has dropped over 13,700 to 11,050. Less than that even. So a dramatic drop in multiple waves down. I believe that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave is underway, which could get down into the 10-8, 10-9 zone before we finish with this. Just a second, I move this over a little bit. Okay. So because I wanted you to see the high on both of these. And where key resistance lies now is 11,500, 600, and 700. This low, that gap, and today's high. Right about there. That's the NASDAQ 100. The S&P 500 is also showing a similar pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe a fifth wave down could take this down to 35, 35, 25 in that area. That's what I would look for if we're going to bottom without bottoming in here. We'll see how it goes. Let's go over some swings, and I want to point out that the swing trades of the last 6-8 weeks, 80% of them had stopped out, and that's what stops are for. And once you guys protected, many of them dropped precipitously after the stop. In the case of AEHR, it has not violated yet. Had a huge run in July, August that saw it go from basically triple from under 7 to nearly 20, 19 and change. It pulled back and had a 3-wave corrective. There's some key support at 13, excuse me. 13's got a double bottom. It's also holding the trend line, but underneath that is a problem. If it does go, this could be a huge mover later in the year. 19 and 24.5. APRN exploded off of the pullback near the channel bottom. Although it did take out support here, I did want to show it to you that it's recovered dramatically from 395 to today's high at 653 before the pullback during the session. Let it back and fill a little bit. Your next targets are 7 and 9. CANO broke out after looked like someone may be interested in acquiring them. Beautiful rounding bottom, breakaway base, and now a flag. DraftKings came down to support in the trend line and is right on it. Can't let it go below 14.5, but their target now is 19 and 22 if it doesn't go forward. On the short side, Dollar Tree came down from the bear wedge. We put a short swing on it. It's come down from 143 to today's low of 134. Not a lot, but if it cracks this pattern, you may see 125 or a lot less. A gap fill gets you down to 115. REY, gyrating back and forth for a week now within a consolidation range after our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave advance with a big volume fifth wave. I'm not surprised it backed off here at 1657, but let's not forget it's come up 10 points from 646. I really need this one to hold around 13. Secondary support 11.5. Next target will be 18. KMX was a day trade short today. I wanted to show it to you because it's meaningful in terms of the breakdown going forward. Now, obviously, a channel break up here led to a very big drop, double bottomed and bounced, but could not get the resistance, which comes in right about there from this peak and those peaks in here. Today was a big crackdown. And I have a downside follow-through target at 57. Keep an eye on that short, particularly if it bounces, it forms a 1, 2, 3, 4. Lvtx on the long side, explosive move and pullback. We put a swing on it. It's holding for now. I don't want it under 435. Your targets at 5 3/4 and 6 3/4. Maxn came down after breaking out of the wedge, running up the target. Bounced, but it's pulled back down. I don't want this one to 21. NTNX, it came down into the gap, but it hasn't really broken it or filled the gap or broken support yet. That's your trend line. I'm hopeful it holds somewhere in the 1921 zone. Your target, 24 and 27 if the market cooperates. PACB broke out and popped and pulled back and retested. Again, this morning retested around 5 and bounced again, closing 554, but you can't let it get under 495.5. Your target, 7 and 9. On the short side, Robert Half, which we gave you back in April short at about 99, made it down to the low 70s and bounced around for about 3 months, looking like maybe a base was forming. Turns out it was a coil, a bear coil. It broke down, hit a new low and bounced. Then they backed off again. And my targets are 69, 64, and 60. And finally, SRTS, which I have a personal holding in. Great story, great fundamentals, good growth stock. Came off the new all-time highs recently, double topping up there and coming down pretty hard with the market. Nice bounce yesterday, about $1 and change, but today it backed off once again with the market pullback. I really love to see this not break 11, 11 a quarter. My target's 15 and 18, 19. We'll look at some of the swing trades that are still ongoing. As you know, I'm hesitant to add any new ones. I haven't for a while with the market the way it is, other than DLTR on the short side. This is HP signing off. Have a great evening, everybody.